Hello everyone, welcome to the CTV News on Calabash TV and on the Wave Radio 94.5. I am Lisa Joseph. A new low, that's how members of the island's largest trade union have described events that unfolded at the annual general meeting of the Civil Service Association, the CSA. The AGM, held ironically on 1st May, celebrated as Labor Day, descended into chaos after the executive called for the assistance of law enforcement. One of the concerned members of the CSA, who in recent times has taken to the airways to protest the leadership of Mary Isaac, was removed from the forum. Fedee says at Friday's meeting, he sought clarification from the chair of the meeting on the composition of the head of the table, as a motion for the ratification of the Executive Council was on the floor. A move he insisted was in keeping with procedure.
The chair told me that my point is irrelevant, he will not address it, and he asked me to sit. I said we have adopted parliamentary procedures and we have adopted the standing orders for this organization and for this meeting. So I told the chair that he cannot move any motion when a member is standing on a point of order and clarification on an issue, which is an agenda item. The chair responded by saying that he has a right to stop me at any point he wants, and therefore he's moving a motion to have the member Fedee expelled from this meeting. Okay? And he goes on to read the standing orders that if I tender an apology, that I'll be reinstated. Okay? For the record, I will not apologize on any issue because I'm in no violation of the Constitution, neither the standing orders.
The police was summoned and upon arrival requested that Mr. Fedee vacate the CSA auditorium.
Well, the members were standing in solidarity of my actions, and in order to have a peaceful discourse with the police, they asked me to come to an environment that is more conducive for a conversation to take place between the two of us. Okay? I was not arrested. I was simply asked to come to an environment.
So what happened after that? Because the police left?
The police have indicated to me that I am free to reattend the meeting provided that I am willing to tender an apology as the president stated. However, if I were to apologize for my actions, it means I accept it as being wrong. I stand by my actions and there shall be no apology. The court shall be holding this as evidence that the chair expelled me from a meeting that I was duly known and appointed to be there.
CSA members who supported the shop steward expressed disappointment with the leadership of the union.
It's a day for celebrating for family, as being members to members, you just name it. And somehow today was one of the very days, a very distasteful day of the CSA union today. For example, you have an agenda given to us at 10 minutes past 12 today, which have been handed to us long beforehand. And in clause 4, where you have President's remarks, a member stood in point of order asking just for clarification on the members of the table to identify their names and position, which Mr. Pierre, which chaired that meeting, refused to acknowledge the members' concern and asked him to refrain his seat. He said no. Any member who's the financial member has a right to stand up in order and ask a question to clarify his mind before he can take a decision of voting in any aspect of the union business. And this brought about a whole discord of the union. And you know the amazing thing, the sad thing about it, everybody, it reminds me of the days of old, the Cold War and the fight of war, where the then interim secretary, per se, Mary Isaac, called the residential police force to the union, which took her quite a while. It had to be interrupted for a while. And the policeman came here, took the guy away from the floor. It's so saddening. Very, very saddening. Above all this, we have made history in St. today. A union who stands firm where Caribbean islands look for us as a mentor. Today, we are nothing. We are nothing. But I want to ask members to be firm and stand for what they believe. That nobody will just come in to decide, like divide and rule, and cause this kind of destruction in this union.
From morning, they have been saying that they know that members, mischievous persons, have come come to disrupt the meeting, but they will not get away with it because they have already decided if they create problems that they will call the police. And they have called the police. On the members. On the members. Now I'm saying, if Mary is going to tell lies and cause the police to come and remove a member who is within his right, it's a different ball game now. It is a different ball game. They're supposed to give us reports 7 days prior to the AGM. At 2 minutes to 12. At 2 minutes to 12, they come in with a whole set of reports for who to read. I must get the reports 7 days before so I can peruse it and I can come in ready for discussion. So you have violated my right as a member by bringing me the minutes 2 minutes before midday when the meeting is supposed to be convened. This is irresponsible, this is disrespectful, this will not be accepted.
Only CSA members can save themselves and they have to step forward urgently before it's too late. Before it's too late. And too late shall be the cry, as they say. The involvement of the police in our affairs of the union, I think it's unprecedented, the first unprecedented. So that maybe leads to something else. In the end, all is not well.
Mary Isaac has indicated that a detailed statement on the matter will be issued later this week. Meantime, another of the concerned members of the CSA has lent his voice to the issue. Elisha Clark Malacan says though he supported the rise of Mary Isaac to the presidency of the union, he cannot in good conscience stand by and watch the CSA crumble under her leadership.
If the chair at the time was not au courant to know how to handle the situation, he should have sought advice from one of the other members there who was more seasoned in the business. And doing that, he would be able to act better. With all the heated debates I've seen, I've never seen that come to pass, never, except on Friday. And this happening on Friday, May Day, Labor Day, what does that tell you? Were people recreating? That wasn't recreating. That was tension. Tension. A member was made to feel bad. And he was, what was said to him is that he can't go back in the meeting, but he has to apologize. Apologize for standing on the point of order, you know. So was that member recreating? He was not enjoying himself. He was bitter. He had a horrible day. Likewise, I'm pretty sure there were other members there who were not happy about that, but too shy to say anything. And you know, the thing is that in St. Lucia, it is not just a CSA thing. This is a thing that affects the entire country. And the reason St. Lucia is in such a mess is because of what's happening. People's attitudes of just accepting, don't demand accountability for the inefficiencies on the part of whether it's politicians, business places, whatever. We just accept and accept and accept.
There is another burning issue at hand for the concerned members of the CSA, that of the inspection of the books of accounts of the trade union. The executive was given the due date of April 30th, 2015 to make the books available for inspection by the financial members. However, to date, no response has been forthcoming. Malacan says this is just another example of the blatant disrespect exhibited by the executive.
The executive does not have, indefinite time as to when they can submit that, The Constitution guides the process, you understand? And when one is left to wonder, when it's 70 days already and the books are not made available, you are left to wonder, are they trying to hide something? What are they trying to do? When you have an AGM and the Constitution tells you the time frame in which reports must be circulated, and it is not done in that time frame but circulated on the day of the meeting, are they trying to hide something? You understand? What are we trying to hide? Why should we be afraid to give to the members what they want? Financial members have made a request in keeping with a section of the Constitution. We have written numerous letters. We have followed protocol. We have given reasonable time. Our solicitors have written up to now. That is total disrespect. How can I support an executive that disrespects me?
In the absence of an inactive general counsel, Malacan says it is only right for members to want to keep track of the union's finances.
If the general counsel is there, the Constitution, gives the general counsel the authority to look over these things. So if the general counsel have met as a body and they did not see something, well, that's a different thing. but at least a body, an authority body met on it and accepted it, ratified it. But things are happening. There's nobody. So the four of us felt, well, this is not right. We need to take a look at what's happening to our money. You understand? Especially when persons have been threatening to withdraw their money from the CSA. A lot of people have been talking about withdrawing them. I said, no, don't do that. And even presently, I'm not just going to withdraw my money from CSA. But if, something, what was happening here, our executive been a bit stubborn. Members are trying to play party politics with this thing instead of looking at the principles involved, the question of ethics. You understand? If you cannot see beyond that, my goodness, the problems will go on.